Yes, there are 144,000 lightworkers to lead the way of light and truth to ascension, and you have already begun, and you have split away from the third dimensional timeline. You are the one who grabs the light and brings it through. You are the channel. You are the mediator. We ask you not to discard any information that you receive. If you aren't sure about it, at least write it down, record it, and come back to it, for you may receive more information. Do not believe that you are making things up. You are going to go a lot farther and learn a lot more, not just from whatever class you took and whatever you learned, but from practicing it. It's really the putting it into practice where you will learn so much. So everything that I've learned over the years and all the things that I can do come from the practice. They were not taught to me by humans. They were taught to me by my guides. Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Rachel Chamness at Soundwaves Heal. I am a shamanic channel and mentor. Today, I want to talk about the Lightworker embodiment of the multidimensional shaman. I'll be trans-channeling my partner guide, who is a Blue Avian named Alpar BM. We also call him Alpar, and he calls himself a Kier, not a Blue Avian, but I use both to help you understand who he is. He's a galactic being of the light, and he wants to talk about himself a little bit and talk about his mission here, light workers, and he'll be giving us tips and helping us with our own shamanic work, our multidimensional work. And I'll be channeling him for an attunement and a meditation for you to receive your abundance lightworker codes for an abundance of light, healing, and wisdom for this life. And we'll be talking more about the 144,000 lightworkers and what that means for you. So thank you so much for joining today. The first thing I'd like to talk about is multidimensional shamanism. And, in this world, we have so many different definitions for things. So I think it's always good to talk about my definitions and what I'm talking about so that you understand. Now, I call myself a shamanic channel and mentor, but I don't take that very lightly. I have taken shamanic rites, but really, when I'm talking about shamanic work, I'm talking about the multidimensional work, the work of healing and channeling between the dimensions, walking through worlds, walking between worlds, walking through the levels of dimensions and densities that we are in at this time of ascension. And if you understand that, you know that here we are in the 3D, we are changing our bodies, and the whole world is changing towards a fifth dimensional ascension. Light workers are ahead. We are already experiencing higher dimensional frequencies in our meditations, in our attunements, in our work, in our brain states. When we concentrate and we work in these realms for healing or channeling, we are going up and down these dimensions, and we're doing it really frequently. Now, of course, we still live in the third dimension, so we can't be permanently in the fifth dimension yet, but that's what we're going towards. And when we do get there, the world will change. Our bodies will change to inhabit more light. We will become more crystalline, more of a light body density, which is actually less density, right? And we will also be able to change matter with our mind, which means the world can change so quickly. So there is quite a lot of concern about the condition of our planet, pollution, and our planet being ruined by humans. However, in the fifth dimension, when we can move matter, and we will be able to transform the earth back into its natural state. Now, that's not an excuse for going around and hurting the earth in any way, because that still hurts Gaia and the Fae, who are in the higher dimensional earth, and all the other beings as well. But know that it's not a deep concern for where we're going. As long as you do your part and you know that you're working towards this dimensional frequency upgrade, then you have no need to worry about what other people are doing environmentally. That is the big message that I receive all the time. Now, when I mention Fae, and Gaia together. That is because this earth is the Fey elemental earth. They are in the fifth and sixth dimension, and we are in the third dimension and cannot see them as well. However, many of us can sense them. We know they're there, even though we may have been told that it's all our imagination, especially as children. As we come into this light and this knowledge of ascension, we begin to realize that we were right. There are Fey elemental beings, and there's so many more than you know. There's many types of Fey and elementals, and this is their earth. And we are raising our frequency, our vibration, and when we get it high enough, we can see them, we can sense them. And when the veil is thin, they can show themselves to us. And you don't need clairvoyance. You can hear them sometimes, you can feel them. The Fae are all around us. And I love to talk about the Fae. But actually, today, we're talking about something else, but I just wanted to mention why I talk about them when I talk about this earth and Gaia. So, as multidimensional shaman, which I believe all healers and channelers are or have the ability to be, we can work in these higher realms. We reach these higher realms. Do you, when you work with Reiki or other types of healing that is channeled, when you work with light language, which is channeled, when you work with channeling beings of light or bringing through information from beyond the veil, do you feel the vibration shifting? Do you feel that you can see things in higher dimensions or hear them or feel them or know them? So it's not all about seeing, but it's easier to say seeing. But that's what I mean in all of your psychic senses. So when I work with psychic Reiki healing and I work with light language and I work with trance channeling and trance healing, what I'm doing is sensing what is in the body that needs to be healed and what I can bring forward from a being of light that can heal it. Where I can go in lower and higher dimensions to clear what is not beneficial for the client. And who can I bring forward for this client as spirit guide or being of light who can give information to them so that they can empower themselves and heal themselves as well. And I'm sure that you experience this too. If you're a healer, if you're a channel, you're experiencing at least some of these things. And that's what I would call multidimensional work, multidimensional shamanism. This light work has many words. And the word shaman is an English word for walking between the worlds. And so it is not just belonging to another culture, it is part of our culture too, because it's in our vernacular. And I believe it is just fine to use the word, especially as a word that describes a type of healing or work that you're doing. Now, I have taken shamanic rites. I could call myself a shaman. I do not. I call myself a shamanic healer, a shamanic channel. That's what I feel that I do. And that is my basic definition there. And I believe that we are all doing it and that we can all expand to do more by opening up our senses, by getting to know our spirit guides and other beings of light that are here to help us. Of course, we all have so many spirit guides. We have inner bands and outer bands, and we can call more in as we get more advanced in our work. We can call in more beings of light to help us. Now, I'd love to trans channel Alpar for you and let him talk to you about this topic. He has lots to say, and I don't know what he's going to say. And so we'll talk a little bit more about it afterwards. I am Alpar. You may call me Alpar. I am a Kir being known as a Blue Avian. And yes, I do resemble what you would call a blue bird in the way that you see me. I am currently here outside of Earth. I am in a ship, you might call it, but it is actually a plane of existence, which is shielded and outside of your planet at this time. And my ship is full of all different kinds of beings. And we are all starseed helpers who have come to help those of you who would like to attune to us to identify who is here to help you get information about ascension that can help you moving forward. And that is my business here on earth. I am connecting all of those who are here on this plane, on this ship with me, to connect to those who would like to bring them forth as partner guides. And my partner guide is Rachel Chamness. And her light path in this life here as a human is to connect mediums to their starseed helpers and other beings of light to help them open their clairs. So as you see, we have planned this out, this life, to work together to help others. And I'd like to begin by talking about the light workers here on this planet, for this is who is listening today. Yes, There are 144,000 light workers to lead the way of light and truth to ascension, and you have already begun, and you have split away from the third dimensional timeline, and you have experienced a lot here. You have experienced so much of this density of this change that I believe you are not questioning this anymore. You know that things have changed and you are on a timeline of ascension. And no matter where you are today, if you're having a hard time, if you're shadowed, if you're having difficult connecting, if you feel blocked, even if all of those negative things are happening, you are still on the path, for you are learning through it. You are finding the light. You are here looking for the light so that you can find your way through. And once you do, this is teaching that you can give to others. The 144,000 light workers are the ones who actively stand in their light and help others to join the light. So yes, there are many more than 144,000 people who will come to ascension, but it is the 144,000 light workers who show the way. Therefore, you are always a light worker if you're on this path and you're working towards helping others and you're working on yourself. You are a light worker, but the 144,000 light workers are the ones leading the way. If you would like to do this, if you would like to step into this role, then you may begin by working on yourself and perhaps a business where you help others. And I say business because you need to have an exchange for your time and your work. And this does not have to be a full time business, it can be a side business. But this is a business because if this is what you love to do, then it should support you as well. And that is part of stepping into this role, is doing this as your work. For as you come into ascension, work would be defined by what you love to do, for monetary gain will be extinct. For yes, we are moving into a time where money will fall away. It is not quite here yet, and maybe not until around 2028 in some timelines. And for some, it may be a little sooner. And of course, your timelines are always changing. And so we always wish for the highest outcome, but it is fluid. That is why no one can give an exact date for ascension. But by 2026, you will feel much different. By 2028, you will be well on your way. And by 2030, you will be so far into ascension that there won't be much more to go if it is not full yet. And that is as much as I can tell you with the way that the timelines are now. And when we speak of multidimensional work and shamanic realms, we speak of bringing in the light. There's much light shining down on your planet, and you must be in a higher dimensional space to receive that light. So you are the in between as the medium, which of course also means the same thing. You are the one who grabs the light and brings it through. You are the channel. You are the mediator. You are taking this light from a higher dimensional space that you are temporarily in and grounding it into the 3D, into someone's body, into a room, into the earth. And it is the only way that we will bring this earth to ascension is for more to do this work. And how can you do it? Through any type of healing, natural or certified, any type of light code healing, such as light language. We do like Reiki, for it helps you hone the light that you are receiving as a personal healing modality. For you have them, of course you do. You bring them from your former lives, and you are often attuned to more healing modalities if you work with higher dimensional beings, especially galactics, for we often share our healing with you. And this is another way that you receive light into your body, and then you use that light to heal and bring light into other bodies. And that is another reason why we call it the light body. Your body does not have enough light in the cells yet to be fifth dimension. But as you constantly and consistently bring through light and bring it to yourself and to others, you are helping the earth come to ascension. This is probably already known by you, but is important to say. Now we ask you in all of your work to tune in to light codes and light coming through you, to feel it, hear it, know it, and most important, to believe it, to believe yourself, to bring this belief forward. We ask you not to discard any information that you receive. If you aren't sure about it, at least write it down, record it, and come back to it, for you may receive more information. Do not believe that you are making things up. If your ego mind feels in line with what you're getting, meaning that you wish it to be true and you are not sure, still record it, write it down, and ask for a sign and ask for help. Lightworkers are not meant to work alone all the time. You are to help each other, and you are to help other lightworkers find the light. Do you see the 144,000 help others become lightworkers? And all lightworkers are working towards the light. And of course, there's a difference between being a lightworker and being a 144,000th lightworker. All lightworkers are just those who are working towards ascension. So again, the only difference between the 144,000 lightworkers and regular lightworkers is that the 144,000 help others come into the light to be lightworkers. Anyone who is working towards bringing their selves into the light is a light worker, whether they consciously help others or not. And many light workers are still helping others, even if it is not their chosen profession or work that they do. And when I call it a profession, it can also mean by the amount of time that you work on it. So we are talking about work as majority of time or a good bit of time that you use towards this goal. Or as I said before, money is falling away from the planet. I'd like to walk you through a short exercise where you can feel light codes more around you so that you can recognize that you have felt this before. And if you are more advanced, I believe you will find something new here. So please take a deep breath and feel around you. I want you to feel and notice that there are deeper dimensions around you. As I begin to bring you into a higher brain state, you may feel the divide between many dimensions around you as you are sensing them. Just breathe and feel. Hiya, 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 ni, 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 ah, hiya, baya, ya, ya, daisu, hayatakaya zo, hiya, natutsu. Close your eyes if you haven't yet, and just feel. Let the liquid Reiki's shamanic sound go through you and bring your vibration up. Now keep breathing. What are you feeling? Can you feel different densities around you? Can you feel tingles or a feeling of being elevated? Don't try too hard, just allow. We wish for you to experiment with this. This is sitting quietly when you have a sacred space to do so, and you have your full attention and no distractions to work on this feeling the different densities. And then the next time you are channeling, bringing through light language, Reiki, healing, anything else that you're doing, bring this practice together with it so that you can feel the connections and feel how that changes your practice. And I will attune you to this deeper. Thank you for allowing me to speak. Okay, it's me, Rachel. Okay, so it seems simple and it's probably something you've done before, but maybe it's not something you do regularly. And this is really how you're getting deeper into this work. Sitting in silence is a wonderful way to do it, or with trusted sound healing, or using your own light language healing if you're tuned to bring it forward and sit and really feel that dimensional change, and also doing it with someone else. So you might find that it is more valuable and stronger for you to do it with this video or others like it. So especially what I'm doing there, that's something that I do in person with others, and it really does make a huge difference. So try it again later after you're attuned, because Alpar is about to attune you a little deeper, and use this video again to come into that state, especially if you're completely away from everything so that it's just you, your phone is off, and there's no distractions, and you can really sit, and it should be very valuable to you. So I do want to say a few things about Reiki training and other types of healing. Now, I use Reiki, so I'm going to talk about that. I use light language. I'll talk about that. And when you use it, you are going to go a lot farther and learn a lot more, not just from whatever class you took and whatever you learned, but from practicing it. It's really the putting it into practice where you will learn so much. So everything that I've learned over the years and all the things that I can do come from the practice. They were not taught to me by humans. They were taught to me by my guides. And everyone has the ability to do this. We'll begin the attunement and the meditation. The quieter the space, the better. If you can only do it somewhat right now, then at least stay through the attunement and listen to the meditation, and bookmark this to come back to it another time when you can really concentrate. Welcome. Now, as you begin to take deep breaths in and out at your own pace, reserving this time for your abundant Lightworker path, expanding your path in every way and connecting to more light codes in your body, the ability to connect with all the rays of light and light codes that are coming, streaming into the planet for you, to share with others and to build your light body and to help others with theirs. The attunement begins. Just let it wash over you as you breathe. So yamana koya soya daeso hayana koya layao sunaniyama koderia siata ya tokrusio hayana kusia takaya la kushiria maya dei hayana ko like to see yoku ala karaka sandai haya karakara sai hala karagosu hay amano yo hay rakarisia chadi Yadakosia Mayadokosia Layalay. Oh, Hayat Kachatosia Makulay. Hayatu. Hayanasurian Chukarikesia Ariadia Koriosoria to Yadu. And we're deepening the ability to sense these dimensional frequencies. So Archangel Sandalphon has stepped in to also help, and I'm also channeling Alpar BM for this help, and many other starseed guides who are here. Shutikasi abuduisia la kodestuisia matadaya la kadishudorisia badarkisha abudikore pari chukuruku ayana karasia manato seramatagiriat kitigat kuria chatai saratukuria saturika kitki. And continue breathing deeply. And now the attunement is shifting towards more of a connection to your starseed and galactic helpers. These helpers, you may have more coming in, or it could be the first time, but they want to help more so that we can then connect you to your more universal Lightworker codes, which are more than just this Earth and the Earth space, but the galaxy and beyond, interdimensionally as well. And here's the attunement to the interdimensional codes and helpers there. We'll begin the meditation. So we'll begin by calling in our archangels and our elements. Beginning in the south, we call in Archangel Michael with his flaming sword of truth and protection, his sapphire blue light, and the element of fire. We bring in this beautiful sapphire blue light all around our body. We ask him to use his flaming blue sword to cut all cords, to release all stories and attachments, to clear us completely and stand in our south corner for protection and transmutation of all lower frequency energies. We are only calling in the highest light and the highest light beings. We call in Archangel Michael's tools and his protection teams to help us in this meditation to achieve what's for the highest good and the good of all. And then we'd like to call in the north, Archangel Uriel, bringing in his golden light and ruby red light and golden pentacle, bringing in nature and peace, surrounding you with connection of the fifth dimensional ascended earth, connection to all nature beings, fae, elementals, and animals, and all of his teams and helpers and tools of his manifestation and help for your light work. And then we call in the west, Archangel Gabriel, the element of water, bringing in his diamond light as a large, beautiful waterfall that cleanses and clears all chakras in the energy field. High above your head, it begins clearing and filling each one with light, all the way to your earthly body, even clearing your clairaudient ear chakras and the Ulta Major 60 chakra from behind your head. He brings in all of his tools and his water and diamond light teams, bringing the diamond light dragons and cleansing you and purifying you in every state: physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, ethereal. And then we call on the East Archangel Raphael and his emerald green light and the element of air, bringing with him his tools and his healing team, bringing in his emerald green light to promote healing on the earthly plane. He brings this light throughout your whole body, clearing your pineal gland and in every way clearing you, connecting you to your higher self and to our Ascension timeline. Then we call on all other angels and highlight being helpers and teams and tools of the highest horizontal plane now in their gorgeous lights. We call in spirit teams and totems, elemental teams, ancestral family teams, starseed and galactic teams, spirit guides, and other teams and helpers to come in now. And we call in the vertical plane of ether or spirit, calling in Archangel Sandalphon below, bringing in that silvery light, connection with the fifth dimensional ascended earth and Mother Gaia. Then above we call in Archangel Metatron and his gold and orange light, bringing orange light from the great central sun, anchoring that all the way down into the body and into the heart, and pulling up from Sandalphon's silvery light all the way up to the heart as well, letting these two lights converge and go out into the entire energy field, your entire aura. And as your body begins relaxing more and more to where you're sitting or laying, you begin to realize that your psychic senses are stronger than you thought, and they begin to open and focus. And without trying or making it, as you just relax into it, you begin to realize you are receiving more information than usual. Maybe by feeling or hearing or knowing, possibly by seeing. And now you find yourself in front of a golden elevator, which is a portal of sorts. You're feeling how safe it is to take this ethereal golden elevator to where you'd like to go in this meditation. So you press the button for down and the elevator opens. You step into the elevator and you choose the button that is lit up that says Designation. And as the door begins to shut, I'll count from 5 to 1, and as I do, the elevator will begin to move softly to the ground floor where your designation awaits you. And as you go down the elevator, you'll feel more relaxed and ready to receive the information in this meditation. 5, the elevator doors shut and you feel relaxed and happy, knowing your destination awaits you. 4, as the elevator descends, you feel lighter and lighter, all the worries having melted away, and a sense of calm anticipation is within you. 3, as you're so relaxed, you know the soothing sounds you hear will only relax you more now. 2, this feeling of relaxation is so profound that you realize that you could experience it in your everyday life even more. 1, though your elevator has reached its destination, the door has not opened yet. You're feeling a mixture of anticipation, calm, and peacefulness, and insight that you could use a little more fun and relaxation in your life. And so you resolve to have both with this meditation and with your life, as the doors open to reveal an archway that leads you into a room with many doors. And you see 3 doors to choose from. There's the Lightworker door, there's the Starseed door, and then there's the door that is both Lightworker and Starseed. Which door will you choose? Which one calls to you more? And as you're deciding, you realize that the door that is both Lightworker and Starseed begins to open for you already. And whether you're seeing it or knowing it or sensing it, the bright light begins to beckon you into this door. And as you step through the door, you feel a shift changing. The air is different. You are different. You are filled with more light than you've ever felt before in your life on earth. You may even feel as if you're floating. And look around or sense what's around you. There may be shafts of bright light, shafts of gentle light streams or light codes. There may be wide open spaces with views of the stars and the galaxy. And as you're in this space, it begins to become more real, and a guide is approaching you now. This is a galactic guide who would like to introduce themselves to you. And so you'll ask their name, and without trying, just letting it be, you will receive information here as you are attuned more deeply to this galactic guide. You are fully aligned. Do you receive a name or a place or a designation? Do you feel the answers yes or no to these questions? Have you met before? Have you been in a life together before? Are you reuniting now, or is this the first time you've met? Either way, this beautiful being of light will put their hands or whatever is like hands on your shoulders and begin to blow into your third eye and begin to facilitate light codes to stream down into your crown, into your body, filling you with more light. And perhaps they have a message for you. Perhaps you have a question. Now that the light codes have fully integrated into your body and you've met your wonderful guide, know that they're always with you. You can ask for a sign or symbol to know when they're near that you can see in the third dimension. And so ask for that now. And it's time to come back into the room and back into your body. If you'd like, you can walk back through to the hallway or to the elevator, or you can just simply begin to breathe and emerge as I count from 1 to 3. By the time I reach 3, you'll be fully awake, and you will remember everything that's happened in this meditation, and will awaken to more insight as time goes on. 1, time to come back into your body and back into the room. You're feeling very much at peace now. 2, as you return softly to your body, you can feel all of your energy returning back into your limbs, and you may begin to move your fingers and toes. And 3, now that your energy's back into your body, your soul feels clear and light. Let's take this moment to connect again to Gaia and the 5th dimensional grid, anchoring you into New Earth and grounding you by imagining roots of light coming out from your feet and going deep, deep into this 5th dimensional grid. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That went a little bit differently than I thought it would, which I really thought was awesome. I just love it when I experience it with you and it's different than I thought it would be, that more comes through. We got light codes not just for connecting to our galactic guides here, but also connecting to interdimensional streams of light codes, which is wisdom, information, and more that we can bring through. And I hope that you met a galactic guide, a starseed guide. And if you didn't, then you can just try again. Just don't try too hard and keep repeating it. It has a lot of healing and attunement in it. So the more that you do it, the more it should work for you. So thank you so much for watching this, and I hope that it helped you. I'm Rachel Chamness. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor. I'm at Soundwaves Heal, and you can find me at Soundwaves Heal on YouTube and Meta and other social media platforms. So thank you so much, and have a beautiful day. Thank you for listening today. Please follow this podcast, like, subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you in our Facebook group 5D Daily. And be sure to sign up for my free Channeling Spirit Guides program, which you can find under resources at soundwavesheal.com. I am Rachel Chamness, and it's my pleasure to help Lightworkers expand their channeling to heal in higher dimensions.